Hello everyone, I'm RB. Welcome to my video discussing, recapping and reviewing Love Island All-Stars. This episode has a bunch of apologies to Grace. Grace is still fuming. She spends the episode fuming. An islander drops the L-bomb. Also, the public decide who the bombshells recouple with. However, we'll get back to this in more detail as now to the start of the episode. Grace is still fuming. The rest of the villa continue the game. Grace chats to the girls. Omar tells her to not be disrespectful. She tells him to shut up. He tells her not to be rude. She is quite rude. He may be bitter, but does he have a point? Luca sits alone. Then Curtis joins and Curtis and Luca chat. Luca said it was not a snog. Curtis says it was in a game. Luca feels if he kissed anyone, it's kicking off. Curtis feels it was not a cop-out. The game continues. The most standout points, there's awkwardness with Chuggs, Ronnie and Harriett. Basically, he feels they are friend-zoned. By the way, talking of friends, Marcel and Olivia decided mutually to be friends. We knew. Then Omar refuses to play the game. They slightly peer pressure him to snog the islander you would be with if not with your partner. He kisses Tina. Catherine is not best pleased. Tina looks to be happy. She said she was shocked. Maybe he was right to not want to have played. Then raise your hands if you've had a threesome. Harriet doesn't like that Ronnie has. She feels it's an ick. He calls it pathetic. She feels it's embarrassing. Ronnie looks to be furious. However, Ronnie apologizes to Harriet. The game is shambolic. Then Harriet and Ronnie chat. They feel Chuggs was wrong. Also, the Samie, the least compatible comments, was a cop-out. Ronnie feels they're the closest. Then why not be closed off, Harriet? She feels Ronnie embarrassed her with the threesome stuff. He apologizes. She feels that they've maybe been singled out. Meanwhile, Tina and Grace chat. She said it was muggy from Luca. Grace feels Luca asked her, then kissed Samie anyway. She feels Samie wants to break them up. Then Omar and the boys chat. He didn't like the Grace shut up comments. Luca and Grace chat. She's frosty. He apologizes. He said he was wrong, basically. Grace asks why ask her, then kiss her anyway. She doesn't get it. He said he will speak to Samie. Grace is fuming. She walks off. More Craig David energy. Meanwhile, Grace and the girls chat. She discusses the conversation. Harriet doesn't understand. They feel it's not Sammy's fault. Luca and Grace chat. Grace doesn't want to chat. She's fuming. They argue. He tells her it's a mistake. She doesn't want to hug. Samie and the other girls chat. She tells them Grace is fuming. She said they're going crazy. She doesn't get it. Samie feels it's not really flirty with Luca. Elmer said if he didn't want to, he wouldn't have kissed you. Then Samie and Luca chat. He said he has something nice with Grace. He said it's Grace that's for him right now. Interesting. She said she can see. She said, did Grace tell him to tell him that? He said not at all. Separately, Samie feels it's from Grace. She feels the screaming and shouting over a game is too much. Luca and Grace chat. He apologizes again. She feels he would be hurt if it was him. He said he's reassured her. She tells him to grow up. She walks off, storms off. It's a running theme, or walking, whatever. But what's your opinions? Is this too much? Is Grace overreacting? Comment below, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe. It's nighttime. Harriet says she loves Ronnie. But is this all now to be tactical? Grace and Luca continue to be frosty with each other. It's morning time with the squinty eyes and the sunglasses. Ronnie makes Harriet a coffee, then Luca brings Grace breakfast. She's open to this. Meanwhile, Samie and the girls chat. She's not surprised at the kiss as they've been messaging. Then he said he's all for Grace. The girls say he kissed her for a reason. Ekin feels the truth is out. They feel Luca fancies her. Ekin is stirring the pot a bit. It's like I've called it previously. A producer's got to produce. Then Luca and Grace chat. She feels better. He apologizes again. Meanwhile, Chuggs and Danielle chat. She said she's interested in him. She wants him to graft, to work for a kiss, basically. Then Ekin sets up Luca and Samie to chat. Casey catches on. He likes it. Luca and Samie chat. He said he feels yesterday was messy. She talks of the kiss. He said he regrets it. She said, what if she came in from 2 weeks prior? Would it be different? He said it's the unknown. He said, who knows? Told you she came in too late. Then Curtis and Ekin chat. They feel Luca is suited to Samie. It's the timing. They feel Grace is directing him. It's one-sided. Meanwhile, Luca chats to the Islanders. He asks, what is Ekin doing? He knows what Ekin was doing. They feel he hasn't done anything wrong. Elmer feels they owed each other a conversation. He's sounding kind of scared of Grace. Then Chuggs and Tina chat. She feels he's different. Nice, maybe. He finds her fun. It's way more lively with her than with Danielle. He's conflicted from which of the two to choose. Meanwhile, Luca and Grace chat. He tells of the Ekin debacle, that he and Samie had a chat. He said about her asking what if she had come in earlier. He told Samie, I don't know. And Grace feels Samie is stirring. Grace is happy, he told her. A text comes, gather around the fire pit immediately. Another text comes. Samie and Chuggs, as the newest arrival, it's time to couple up, but it won't be your decision. More texts come. The decision is from the public. Chuggs, the public has decided you should be coupled up with Danielle. Shocked. Tina needs a chance also. It's tense. Samie, the public have decided you should couple up with Luca, obviously. Grace is fuming. Sammy's awkward. She walks off. Grace and Luca hug. Now she wants a hug. Then Samie chats to the girls. She cries. They feel it's no one's fault. Catherine feels Luca is always on edge. True. Catherine said that he doesn't want to upset Grace. They tell her to put herself first. Meanwhile, Grace is not best pleased. She doesn't get it. Harriett tells her it's not up to them. Grace cries. Luca's upset. He's quiet as anything. He needs to be honest. They say it's not Joey Essex for her to be insecure, basically. From my point of view, this episode was a 7 out of 10. This episode has Ekin stirring, Luca sounding kind of scared of Grace, Samie and Luca are coupled up. Also, it will be interesting to watch how this is played out. What was your opinions? What did you think of the episode? Comment below. Thank you for watching. Catch you for the next episode.